This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now today I like to talk about one of the things that came out of Gen Con was that, maybe a little bit before that, was that Warmachine or Privateer Press was going to come out with another edition. And some of the things that I've been hearing and seeing of it, if you go back to my early days of my channel, I was a big Warmachine guy and Horde guy. Matter of fact, some of my early videos, I had I filled up tables with all the stuff that we had. And I was painting all kinds of different stuff. But eventually I kind of lost interest, as did a lot of people. You could see all that stuff, my Kador and the Cricks and all that stuff, the Signar and everything. And it was a unique, really cool system, but something got lost. I don't think the story held up very well, for me at least. The other thing is, I really enjoyed watching like Wargamer Girl, the girl Miranda, who was a big Kador and fan, and still is probably, and watching her battle reports, which would just get you pumped up and you go buy more stuff and hey, that's what some of these channels do. They get you jacked up and you want to play it and you want to have a great time. But this latest edition, I think it's too little too late for a game that has been dying over the years. And it has been dying a horrible, horrible, horrible death. Privateer Press, I know behind the scenes a lot of things through some of my contacts that they have been struggling and were looking, they were just on the cusp of selling everything out, to be honest with you. And now, I can't say where my information came from or this, that, and the other, but I can tell you this was what was told to me. Now, is it true? I don't know. Okay, so let's just clarify that. But I can tell you this new thing with the 3D printed models, I've seen some of the models. They look all right, but man, I don't know. I think it's way too much, too little, too late for a game that is pretty much dead. They've tried to revive it, resuscitate it, and this is the last gasp. This is throwing things against the wall and praying something sticks. Some of the things that I'm hearing or seeing is that the rule set, and there's going to be new models, and that you're going to have to wait for a conversion kit to bring all your old stuff in. Does anybody really want to start all over again? Kinda. I don't know. I really don't think there is a market for this. I think you're always going to have your hardcore fans there, but I don't think this is a game that holds up very well now. This is a game that is past its prime. It's kind of funny because, as it's gone through its iterations, Games Workshop has done the same thing over the years with 40K, but the lore there is a little bit different. There's tons and tons of story and background and stuff like this. And I never felt pulled in by the background of Privateer Press and Warmachine and Hordes. They had a card game, they had a video game. It had some success, it had a lot of success. But over the years, it has dwindled and dwindled and dwindled. Not to say that Games Workshop hasn't, taken a hit here or there, but for some reason, they got 9 lives and they outlast everybody. I don't foresee this really being this overwhelming success. Do I hope that this is an overwhelming success? Do I hope I'm wrong here? I absolutely do. I really do, because I don't want to see anybody hurt, especially nowadays, with recessions and depressions and everything else that goes on. You don't want to see companies get hurt, people lose their jobs, and things like that. You want to see people successful. You want to see this game be successful. Maybe there's something that brings some life to it. You know something? I will check it out. I promise you that. But I almost think like I might as well just set fire to my money, because basically I think I will be wasting my time. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're coming up with. Matter of fact, go over to Wargamer Girl. She's the best at as far as Warmachine and Hordes, and check out some of the things that she's shown so far. It does look all right, but I think the 3D printed thing, it's almost like an act of desperation to kind of hold on. And I think, you know, they're on the edge of the cliff holding on by one hand, and it's just a matter before they slip off and fall. Like I said, this game will always have its fans. People will always have their armies. They will always play their games. But for the most part, people have turned their attention elsewhere. Conquest, you know, some of the smaller games. You know, big games, big on the field battle games seem to be going by the wayside. And let's face it, Warmachine was a great skirmish game. You didn't need a lot to do it, but it just you never really bought in. I never bought in. I have to clarify that. There were a lot of people that were really behind this and did a lot of wonderful things with it. Now, the question I pose to you is, do you agree with me or disagree with me? And if you do, I would love to see your comments and hear what you have to say. There are plenty of fantastic fans out there for this. It feels like an act of desperation, and it's sad in a lot of ways. I just don't think it holds up. I don't think it. You know, they tried those other box sets. What was it, Warcaster or something like that? I think that was part of their thing too, and that didn't do very well. That fell by the wayside. The box games that they didn't do very well. The card game you can find at Ollie's for, you know, $4. You know, it's the Iron Kingdom is dead. And unfortunately, there are a number of people that still love it and believe in it. I just don't see it. So I would love to hear what you think and what you feel. Again, these are only my thoughts, and they don't mean anything, and they don't really speak to anything. It's just what I think, and you know, I'm not always right. So I would love to hear what you have to say. So leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts on this whole situation. Are you excited for it, or are you not? I would love to hear from you, as I always do. And you know, maybe I'm way off base. Who knows? Let's find out. So until next time, it's your old pal Ron. We'll see you soon, everybody.